Welcome back.
Hey guys, this is Prince
And this is Dan.
and we are back with Ledger support on YouTube. And then if you guys have any questions relating to Ledger device or NFTs or anything related to crypto, you can definitely drop your questions in the chat, and then me and Dan will pick them up one by one and answer them live.
And also let us know if you can hear us properly. And apologies for the sound today. We are in what's probably the worst room at Ledger. The acoustic is not very good, so we'll fix that next time, but there might be a little echo. But yeah, just let us know if you can hear us.
Cool. Then we start with the first question. It's from Freedom, and he's asking, I have been using NanoX for several years. Recently, I decided to uninstall my Ledger Live from my device. However, after many years, I want to reinstall Ledger Live app from your official website. Unfortunately, I am facing difficulties in doing so. I have made attempts on different laptops, including running different Windows OS and different browsers as well. And however, every time I encounter a 403 error. So Freedom, the possibility here is good that your region where you're downloading the app from is not supported, and that's why you're running into this 403 error. Unfortunately, there is no workaround for this. It's like either you need to go to a different supported region and try to download the app from there, or you can try to download maybe at least a Ledger Live mobile app to see if it's possible to download on your phone, and then you can connect your Ledger device to it. Of course, if it's a Nano S Plus or Nano S, then you will not be able to connect using what is you said it's Nano X, so you can definitely connect it with your iOS or Android phone using Bluetooth, and then you can add back your accounts and manage your funds.
Okay. That was a long issue.
Yep. Okay. Next is from Jan Flores. He's saying, I have Engine on KuCoin. It is on Engine network. Ledger accepts only ETH network. How do I get my Engine in my Ledger?
So Engine is an ERC20 token. Is it on Engine network? So Engine network is not supported in Ledger Live currently, so you'll have to wait until we support it. That being said, for now, you might wanna...
No, there is no third party.
There is no third party, right? Mm-hmm. If you get the option to send it as an ERC20 token, you might, because Engine used to be an ERC20 token on Ethereum. If that's still an option that KuCoin offers to send it via the Ethereum network, then in this case, you could send it to your Ethereum account. Just make sure you've got an Ethereum account in Ledger Live, and maybe test with a small transaction first, but you should be okay. If not, just keep it on KuCoin until we support it. I don't think there is a better way to do this for now.
Yep, there is no workaround available for now, but then we're working on it, so maybe in future.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Next is AG Evermore Infinity. Good morning, Ledger. Good morning. My Ledger Live on my Windows and on my Android have different balances.
That's normal.
So it's possible that your one of the app is not correctly synchronized with the blockchain. So whichever is showing the less amount, which is you don't want, which is the incorrect one, then you can just go to settings inside the app, help, and then you can just clear the cache, and then it should synchronize correctly. If again it's not synchronizing correctly, then you can also export your account from your. You can just delete your account from your Ledger Live mobile, or go to Ledger Live desktop. There's an option to go to settings, and then there's an option to export your accounts using the QR code. So Ledger Live will display a QR code on the screen, and then you have to scan it with your phone, and then you'll be able to import the same account inside your Ledger Live mobile app. So just go to accounts and go to export accounts, and then you'll see this QR code. You just scan the QR code, and then it will add that account, and then both will have same balances in the end. It's just a synchronization issue. Your sets are not at risk, so you don't have to worry about it.
If it's, I'm thinking like, if the token, did they specify the token or?
No,
No, not really.
just yeah.
If it's a token that's on Ethereum or like an EVM chain, you might want to use Zerion in in Ledgerive. Zerion might actually give you the correct balance. So you just go to discover Zerion, and if what Pringe doesn't work, of course, I mean like, and you might get the correct price data from here as well.
And if it's Solana, then we are having some backend issues on our end for Solana, and that could be the reason that your token balances are not updating correctly. But in that case, you just copy and paste your address on Solana Scan or Solscan or Solana Beach, which is Explorer for Solana chain, and then you can check your balances correctly over there, which is so yeah. Next is Akshara. She's saying I received strange things on my ledger like airdrops, rewards, bonuses, etc., which I didn't do anything, which I don't have anything to do with. How can I delete all crap stuff and send some to my ledger without doing a mistake?
So I think you're talking about things like that. It's probably in your Polygon account, airdrops, vouchers, rewards, all promising like free money and things like that. They're all scam. There is no way to get rid of them really, and we don't recommend that you try to move them out of your wallet. You can just safely ignore them. Instead, what you can do is just right-click on, all of them basically, and then hide them one by one like this. And why is it not recommended to move?
So basically, Akshara, if you try to move these NFTs, which are like scam NFTs or scam airdrops, which you can see, is like you will be able to have to sign a transaction with your ledger device when you do that. And as we know, the underlying smart contract will be a malicious one, which will basically means that you are giving permission to that token to access your entire account, and that way if you allow the transaction, you think that you're just sending this NFT to a different account, but below the under the hood, you're actually giving that token permission to access your accounts and all your NFTs which are real and all your actual tokens which are legit, and then scammer will just program that contract to move your funds without your approval with your device. So please do not try to move them or try to send them. Just try to hide them from the collection. That's it.
Yeah, and we've got documentation on this particular issue, Akshara. So this type of scam is called address poisoning.
Or voucher scam.
Or voucher scam, yeah. There's
yes, like the malicious NFT, just you can link that article. That
okay.
will correct everything, it says everything. So.
Okay, not this one. Yeah, so if you go on the Help Center, there is a link in the video description, and you'll find this article. We'll also drop it in the chat for you. So
let's follow steps here. Next is Joseph is asking, I want to move my crypto from Ledger to exchange. So Joseph, if you can explain your question in a bit more detail, then it would be better for us to explain you step-by-step process on how to safely move your coins from your Ledger device to an exchange.
Absolutely. So which crypto, what exchange, as many, what device are you using? Are you on mobile? Are you on desktop? Like as many detail as you can, so we can give you the best support.
Then it's Smile is asking, all my cryptos were stolen on Jan 8th without using my Nano X. So Smile, if all your tokens are moved, then it's possible that your 24 seed phrase has been exposed online and someone has got access to this. And that's why those tokens were moved without your authorization and without connecting your Ledger device, because they have just cloned the 24 words seed phrase on another software or hardware wallet, and then they are able to move your tokens. In your case, what you can do is you can register a complaint with your local law enforcement agency, reach out to us, and then our team will help the investigating team in reaching out to see where your tokens have gone, and if they reach to a centralized exchange, the local law enforcement agency can definitely freeze your funds and get it back to you if that happens. So definitely go and register a complaint and reach out to us so we can help you with the next steps.
And if you guys are new to crypto, if it's the first time you're joining one of those streams, we always repeat the same thing, which is do not share your 24-word recovery phrase. The words actually represent your private keys. If you give your private keys to someone, they'll be able to access your funds even if they don't have access to the physical device. And by sharing, we mean like don't give it to anyone, but also do not type it into an app, a website, a computer, a phone. If someone is asking you for the phrase, they're trying to scam you. If a app is asking you for the phrase, the app is malicious. A fake app most likely also trying to scam you. So just please be careful.
Next is Akshara. She's saying sound is good. So thank you for the feedback,
Thanks.
Akshara. Next is Gilles Duf. That name is a little difficult for me. So he's asking when AVAX in Ledger Live then.
Well, it's a good news. It's actually already supported in Ledger Live. So Gilles, just make sure you are running the latest version of Ledger Live. So you can go to settings, about version. This version number here should be 2.73.1. If it's not this number, please update. There should be a banner at the top in orange. Once you've updated, you can go to accounts, add accounts, select Avalanche or AVAX should work as well, and then you can add an account. Only C-Chain accounts are supported for now. If you want to use other accounts, you can use a third-party wallet. With those accounts, you can send and receive AVAX, and at least you will be able to see it in Ledger Live. So yeah.
Next is Jan Flores is also saying the sound is good. So thank you, Jan.
Thank you.
Next is the Phoenix. Why NanoX Ledger have issues with batteries? When I put my Ledger for a month, I try to turn it on and it says battery issue. So it's possible that you're still on the old firmware, Phoenix. I'm just linking an article that explains the troubleshooting steps. So you can try those troubleshooting steps, and if the issue remains, then you can reach out to us and we can help you out further in resolving it. Don't worry. Next is Hydrax is asking, can you store Shiba Inu on your ledger?
You sure can, Hydrax. You can send it to your Ethereum account. I'll show you in a second what that looks like. So here's my Ethereum account, okay? And if I expand the selection here, you can see in this line Shiba Inu with my balance and the
Wow,
the
that's
value.
so many SHIB tokens.
SHIB rich for short. So yeah, so you can see like you can store the SHIB in your Ethereum account. So the way you would do it is just add an Ethereum account from the add account menu here. And then once you've got an account, you can receive, continue, boom, you'll get an address. Use that address on the exchange where you bought your SHIB, and then send it. And then once the transaction is clear, you will see it in your account.
Yep. And guys, for any of those who are new users, just to mention this is you don't need to add separate accounts for each token. All your tokens will go on the same account as your Ethereum account, because Ethereum tokens, Ethereum as a mainnet token and ERC20 tokens both operate on the same chain, which is Ethereum. That's why you have to send all the tokens and your Ethereum to the same Ethereum Ledger Ethereum address that you have, and you don't need to create different accounts for different tokens basically. Next is Ron is asking, hi, how does a CL card work? Do I first have to fill the card from my Ledger wallet before can I just use it?
Yeah, that's correct. You'll have to create a transaction. So your Ledger CL card account is actually a separate account that's managed by a third party called Banks. And so you will have to top up that account via a transaction that you can do from your Ledger device. It's just a normal transaction. It's like sending money to someone or to an exchange. And then you'll be able to see the balance in the card section here. And then if you go ahead and use the card, that balance will be deducted. That's how it works. But again, that crypto leaves your Ledger device once it's on the card, so to speak. So there's some trust assumption here. Yeah.
Next is Ryan is asking, Ledger promised Sora integration on beginning of 2023. Any update on this, please? So yeah, we don't definitely it should be in work if it was already promised, but we don't have any new update regarding Sora integration. But you can follow the progress based. There's a Help Center article that we have written that says that it's going to be upcoming soon. So you can keep checking out this Help Center, and you'll get an update as soon as the article, as soon as the crypto app is supported. Then you will definitely see the different instructions on this page. So Ryan, just keep an eye out, and then you can check on a regular basis and see when the Sora integration is going to be live in Ledger Live, or if the third party, if that's the case.
Nice.
Next is Akshara is asking, is there already a date when can you receive Solana related coins without using Phantom or any other hot wallet? So I think she's referring to SPL tokens.
SPL tokens. We don't have an ETA for SPL tokens. They will come to Ledger Live at some point. For now, just keep using Phantom or Soulflare or Backpack. And we have documentation on how to do this on the Help Center. It's perfectly safe, right? It's just as safe as using Ledger Live, but it's not as convenient, of course. Yep, that's it.
Next is BT. I hope you're having a nice day. Thank you, BT. I hope you are having it too.
Thanks, BT.
Next is Yan is asking Harmony One. Okay, there are so many questions.
Yeah.
Okay, Harmony One is on my Ledger Nano S. Can I get it on my Nano X? If yes, how?
Harmony One is on my Ledger. So it's pretty easy. Your device gives you a recovery phrase when you first set it up. This recovery phrase represents your private keys. So what you can do is you can restore your private keys into your other device, Nano X, okay, using your recovery phrase. That's all. And then you can connect your Nano X to Ledger Live, where you can see your Harmony accounts, and then you can use the Harmony account with your Nano X. That's it.
Okay.
And we have documentation. I'll drop documentation for you.
Is Harmony already supported in Ledger Live?
Actually, it's a good question.
I think it's MetaMask that you need to use, but we're just checking. Yeah, okay, now, well, it's
Yeah.
only Binance Smart Chain, so it's not the mainnet one.
Yeah, sure. So it's not supporting Ledger Live. So yeah, MetaMask.
So yeah, you need to connect your Ledger device to MetaMask, and then you can manage your tokens as you're using it with your Nano S. But you just need to import your 24-word seed phrase onto Nano X, and then you'll be able to manage all the tokens that you're managing with your Nano S, with your Nano X, and then basically they will act as a backup device to each other.
And be careful, do not import your recovery phrase into MetaMask, okay?
Yeah.
So the recovery phrase goes into your Nano X, but not into MetaMask. If not, if you type it into MetaMask, you risk compromising your account. So that's actually very important.
So step one, import your seed phrase from Nano S to Nano X, and then I'm linking an article. So just connect your device to MetaMask using Connect Hardware Wallet button and create your Ledger Harmony address using your Nano X. Or you can just find the same address because it's going to be the same address that you manage with your Nano S. Next is Freddy, new to Ledger. When buying some Bitcoin to Ledger Live with my debit card, my device will not prompt with any address verification. It depends on the payment provider, or is it always like that?
When buying some Bitcoin on Ledger Live with my debit card, my device will not prompt me any address verification dependent. Yeah, it's normal. It's normal that you don't get any verification on the device because that address that you provided is cached into the app. Mm-hmm. So that's why you will see it automatically. But the first time you connect your account to the provider, there's a step where you select your accounts. But there will not be like I don't think there is a...
You can show it to them on the Discover tab.
Yeah, right. So what are we talking about here?
Buying. So you can use
Buying.
so you can just go to there also exactly.
Yeah.
That will be default.
I guess I'll go with MoonPay.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, like, I've got a bunch of accounts that are already cached, but let's try a different account. So you will get a step if you try to add like a different account, I guess.
Yeah, on the top you see the first option is to add account, so you can do that.
Yeah. So
and that way you can get a new address.
Yeah. And so yeah, there is a verification step, but once the address is added to Ledger Live, then you don't have to re-verify it. Then it's just cached in the app. But if the app goes, like if you uninstall the app for whatever reason, or you clear the cache, this information might disappear. Or if you remove your account from the buy provider account as well, this information will disappear. Let's see how much. Yeah, you don't get like a verification actually.
Because it's just pulling the accounts from Ledger Live, so that's why it doesn't need to. Because those are the same accounts that you have in Ledger Live. So.
Yeah, but it's normal. It's safe. Like I've used the buy option many times, and it's perfectly safe. So don't worry.
Next is Jordan Miller is asking when full staking support for HBAR in Ledger Live. Currently, I cannot stake my HBAR or change nodes.
Well, we don't know, right? We don't
have an ETA for native integration of HBAR staking, but you can still use Hashpack, I guess.
Yeah, you can even change node. There is a way to change a staking node.
Yep. So you can definitely use third-party app called Hashpack, which is completely safe with your Ledger device if you use via Connect hardware wallet button. And that way, Jordan, you can unstake your tokens if you want to, or change nodes also because they do support this feature.
The article that Pringe dropped in the chats, you go to the bottom of the article and there's a section that explains how to change node, I think.
Yeah, transferring your HBAR stake to a different node. So it has both the things that you're looking for, and you can just follow the steps to either unstake it or change the node that you're looking to change. Next is Ismail. Thank you. I already went to the local police department. I never gave my seat to anyone. Yeah, of course, Ismail, that's the case. Like, you never, in these kind of cases, users don't realize that they have shared 24 words. It's always a scammer or a phishing website that has tricked them into sharing 24 words. And that's the reason they don't realize until the investigation is conducted and they see, okay, how and what happened in the end.
Yeah, you might have tricked by a fake Ledger employee or at some point if you took a picture. So sometimes it's as easy as like, some people will take a picture of the recovery phrase because they want to print an extra copy of it, or they want to store it somewhere on the cloud. It turns out that someone gets access to their phone at some point, and it could be a malicious app that you install on your phone, like a malicious game or whatever, and then that game requests access to your photo gallery. Next thing you know, the game has access to the picture with your recovery phrase, extract that picture, give it to the hacker, and then the hacker is just using, the scammer I should say, they can use the recovery phrase to steal your funds. There is so many ways to get scammed this way, and that's why we recommend never to transform your recovery phrase into any digital form. Okay, like taking a picture or typing it anywhere really. So yeah.
Now next is Michael is saying when L0 airdrop is happening.
Layer 0, I don't know.
I think it's a troll.
Or Ledger 0?
Maybe. Cool. So next is Akshara is saying, do you know when will it be possible to receive SUI and SEI related coins without hot wallet? So yeah, again, Akshara, we don't have answers on integration because we work at support, and these kind of information is usually with the devs, and depends on how much bandwidth do the dev team have at the moment. And for now, we don't have this on the roadmap for SUI. So definitely users will need to use a third-party app. But guys, again, like if anyone you are thinking like it's not safe or it's not secure to use a third-party app, so it's basically using Ledger Live, you're using the third-party app. If you connect using a Connect hardware wallet button, like you do with Ledger Live as well, directly using the USB and not importing via seed phrase, then it's completely safe because you're just using the interface, the front end, and your private key still remains secured inside the Ledger device. So it doesn't matter that much, but yeah, based on the convenience, yeah, it does affect the convenience as a user. So we definitely escalate this feedback to our dev team, so maybe they can integrate it in future if we get one more request for this.
Before we move to the next question, guys, we will just reset the room to explain what we're doing here. So we're Ledger support.
Yeah, we are working for Ledger support team, and then we know the backlog is pretty high, and then some of you are still waiting for your answers. So you can definitely ask your questions via the chat, and then me and Dan will answer them one by one live as much as we can. If we missed some questions, don't worry. Like we do this every week, so yeah, we'll definitely reach out to you, and your questions will be answered soon.
So drop your questions in the chat, guys, and we'll get back to you.
Next is Kunal is asking, is it possible to utilize single Ledger device to create multiple seed phrases for securely storing cryptocurrencies?
Yes, one device can create as many recovery phrases as you want, and then you can, link as many accounts as you want to those recovery phrases. But it's a lot of management to have multiple recovery phrases. What I would recommend instead is use a passphrase. I think it's just an easier option to have different sets of accounts, and at least you don't have to manage like separate recovery phrases, so because it can get a little messy. And the cool thing about a passphrase is adding a passphrase means like adding a 25th word to your existing 24 words, and then you can create secret accounts with that passphrase. If someone gets a hold of the recovery phrase but they don't have the passphrase, then they won't be able to access the secret account. So it's better security than just having like a bunch of recovery phrases, which can get a little messy, right?
Yep. You can also use instead of passphrase is a good option. You can also set up multi-sig with your Ledger device. So at least you need two signatures when you're sending funds out. So that way also, if someone has access to 24-word seed phrase, they can still need second part of that key to access your account. So that or passphrase is a good option. I'm linking the article, Kunal, so you can check out the steps and see if you want to have this set up. And for Ledger devices, you can only hold one seed phrase at a given point in time. So that is also one thing. So if you have multiple seed phrases, you have to again reset and reset and restore your device. But with passphrase, you can set up at least like 2 pins, both different, and each pin is linked to, one is to passphrase and one is to seed phrase, and then you can at least have like 2 setups at one point in time. But if you're only using recovery phrase, then you can only store one at one point in time.
As you said, it's a lot of management. So you have multiple passphrases. Yeah.
Next is Samir is asking, I'm not able to see my coin of ETH and Solana on ETH Scarce and Solana CWR.
ETH scarce.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of. I don't know. What
Yeah, Samir, if you can just link the portals or websites that you're referring to, because we have not heard about this ETH Scarce.
ETH scarce. Is it a dApp? Like
It could be a dApp, yeah, I guess.
No.
But you can like just drop some, so you can just drop some more information or link to the platform that you're referring to, so then you can definitely check it out, because we are not aware of this platform for now.
Yeah, sorry.
Hedrax is saying thank you, so welcome Hedrax. Next is Muhammad. Can you store RFox on Ledger Live?
Okay, so Pringe is going to check if RFox is supported. I'll take the next question from the Phoenix. When CL card in the US, man, and why does it take so long? Yeah, we know Phoenix. We know that you guys are eagerly waiting for the CL card. It's only available in the UK now. Next, I think, is the US and Canada, or maybe Canada first and the US. It's taking time just basically because it's a hybrid traditional finance and DeFi product. And so traditional finance, credit card especially, are heavily regulated. So it's not like you can just launch yours and distribute it. So, it's taking a bit of time. But you can follow us on Twitter or here, and we'll definitely announce it once the CL card is available in the US.
So yeah, RFox is supported, Mohammed, and you can just send it to your Ledger Ethereum address, and then you'll be seeing your tokens there. So basically add any Ledger Ethereum account on Ledger Live, and then send your tokens to this particular address that you create right now.
Cool.
Next is Naren asking, can XRP the next Bitcoin? Yeah, why not? Like if XRP can reach and scale on that level, then yes, definitely.
He asked the same question yesterday.
Oh, okay. So he's a strong XRP holder. So.
He wanted to have like a second opinion because I was not convinced, but you're a little more bullish than I am.
Okay, then I forgot one question was from S Odds. When will the issue with Solana be resolved? We are able to stake Solana from Ledger. So yeah, we are working on fixing the backend issues on our end. But for now, you can still stake and manage your tokens using the third-party app called Solflare or Phantom, and then you can definitely manage your tokens.
And so guys, like there is someone called Ledger in the chat, which is not us. So I will just ban the person. So please be careful.
And do not use the logos from our like official account, guys, please.
Yeah, I'm trying to. This thing is like
Kick
in my
you.
way. Yeah. Anyways, so I'll ban it as soon as I can. The chat allows me to do it, but there is a Ledger account. Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go.
You want me to remove?
No, it's done. It's done. So yeah, so be careful, guys. Again, like we've been talking about security and fake accounts. This is one such example. I mean, maybe that person wasn't maliciously intended, but who knows?
Maybe like Ledger so much that he must have. But then still, that could be it could be scammy. So we don't want you to fall for it.
Yeah, if you were a legit person with good intentions, sorry, but like if someone called Ledger that is not us is in the chat, we'll just ban them automatically.
Yep. Because we need to secure other people as well.
Yeah.
Next is Ace is asking, I hope you guys are having a great day. Yes, we are. And so his question is, when will OnTap support DOT and will be out of beta?
Might take some time, but I know it's in the roadmap, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like right now it's in beta because our teams are still testing. Like you can just the version you see is only a beta version, but we also have like a version that our team is testing, and they're trying to add more and more tokens that are supported inside Ledger Live to earn dashboard, so people don't need to use different accounts to manage their stakes. And so it's in works definitely, but we don't have an exact ETA for DOT because our teams are I think working on inserting Cardano, DOT, and I guess other tokens. So it will take some time, but it should be coming soon, definitely.
Yep.
Next is Tomer is asking, when will Kaspa be added in the supported coins?
It's on the roadmap. We're still going, like the app is still going through a process of review just to make sure it's safe to use. So that's why it's taking time, but we'd rather make sure that the app is safe before we list it in LedgerLive than ship to you like an app that's dangerous to use. So be patient, it's coming. There is an article on the Help Center, link in the video description. You can just keep an eye on this article. Once Kaspa is supported, we'll update the article with documentation.
And again, guys, it's like it's not like we don't want to give you any ETA and then we're not trying to like delay it. It's just like if we promise you some ETA and if some last minute bugs pops up and then we'll push the ETA even further, then you guys will be pissed at us. And that's what we don't want, and that's why we are unable to give any concrete ETAs, because we don't have concrete ETAs for us as well. So yeah, just try to understand, and then we'll definitely keep on escalating this feedback, but it's good we can escalate it to our dev team and then they can get a proper overview on how many people actually requesting this token or this service in LedgerLive. Yan is saying, thanks guys, very good answers. So welcome Yan. Keep asking if you have any questions, please drop them. Kelly P is asking, any plans for supporting Bitcoin Lightning Network in LedgerLive?
No plan. No plan to support Bitcoin Lightning Network. Yeah, because one of the issues with Bitcoin Lightning Network is most of the easy ways to use it are custodial, meaning that a third party is actually managing the Lightning node on your behalf, and you're just sending them message to manage your account through that service, which is kind of weird. It doesn't really integrate well with our solution, which is fully self-custodial. So for now, if you want to use the Lightning Network, you can use like a third-party wallet, like a wallet of Satoshi, like any of those, and then send that Bitcoin to that from your Ledger account.
Next is Kanchan is asking, I bought two NanoX, but both are in customs, stuck in customs in India. Please help me. So basically, you need to reach out to your customs department, and then you need to pay the custom fees, and then that way you can get your device shipped to you. Again, if you don't want, and then if you see if the custom fee is too much for you, and if you don't want to pay them, then you can definitely refuse the delivery. Once the device gets back to our warehouse, we'll initiate a refund if that's something what you're looking for. And you can always buy from an official reseller in India. Now in India, we also provide devices through Amazon. So you can definitely buy devices from Amazon India, because it's now an official partner for us. And yeah, definitely. And then we also have resellers in India, like for example Etherbit, which is one of the biggest reseller in India. You can definitely buy the devices from them. And yeah, and if you still want to buy, and if you still want to go ahead through the purchase, and just reach out to your local customs and yeah, ask them how can they help you in fixing this. And if you already reach out to us and you still need some assistance from us, and then just open up a support ticket, and we'll definitely help you. So you can just go to this page, and then Etherbit is the biggest official reseller for devices in India, and you can also buy it from Amazon as mentioned, because they are also part of our reseller chain now.
We dropped the link to the reseller page in the chat, Kanchan.
Nice. Next is Devastator is asking, will VeChain account be available in LedgerLive app on iOS smartphone?
It's already available. You just need to make sure to update LedgerLive on your phone, and you'll see it.
Yeah, and the latest version is 3.37. So if you are not on this version, so then if it's not updated automatically, then please go to App Store and see if there's an option to update the app. And then you'll be able to update the app and add the VeChain account in your LedgerLive mobile.
Yeah, it's not always automatic, so you might have to do a manual update here.
And again, if you're not seeing it on the latest LedgerLive mobile version to add an account for VeChain, then you can also do one thing, is you can just add the VeChain account on your desktop, go to settings, click on export accounts, and then you'll see a QR code. Just scan the QR code with your LedgerLive mobile app, and then you'll be able to add the same account on your LedgerLive mobile.
Okay, I'm just gonna double check real quick.
Because I think there was a bug that we remembered last time, that you were not able to add directly from your phone, and that's why just in case that is not working, then you can use this alternate workaround.
You're definitely on an old version of LedgerLive, because I can see the VeChain accounts in LedgerLive, and I've got an iPhone as well. So yeah, it's here.
So it's possible that you can directly add it, but if it's not possible directly, then you can definitely use the workaround of adding it in desktop and exporting it via the QR code.
That works. That works too.
Next is Ronald is asking, is NanoX safe from quantum computing? We always get one of these questions one from time.
At least one per season, per bull market, we get the quantum computing question. So Ronald, yes. So generally, yes, it's safe from quantum computing in the sense that, before, so there is many different steps to this issue. First of all, there are companies that have some sort of surveillance system and that monitor the advance of quantum computing. If quantum computing is progressing at a pace where we can reasonably expect that cryptography as we know it today might be in danger to be cracked, then there are ways to make your cryptography more resilient to quantum computing. So quantum computing is not something where, after there is quantum computing, all the cryptography is broken forever. It's not like that. You can actually make it more resilient and more resistant to quantum computers. So it's not something you really have to worry about. If you want to learn more about this issue, it's actually pretty interesting. You can go to the Ledger Academy, and we do have documentation about quantum computing here. So I'll just drop the link to, actually, just give me a second. Quantum, and I'll drop it for you in the chat if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. So you can read this article in your own time, Ronald. But the TLDR is you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, for now everything is
okay. Yeah.
Next is Munir is saying, I am from Munir from Kashmir, India, and my question is translate from Urdu your language possible. So you can translate your question from your local language to English and then drop your question. Munir will answer them. But none of us speaks your local language, so we won't be able to reply in that. But we'll definitely try to assist you with the Help Center articles and online, live assistance on YouTube for now. So explain your question in more detail, and then we'll definitely assist you with the question, Munir. Next is Bedrush. I am using Ledger Nano S. Curious, what happens if my Ethereum application capacity goes over my device's total capacity?
Oh, I understand the question. So I think there is a misconception here. The Ethereum application, so the Ethereum app will grow over time because we add more feature. You can expect the Ethereum app to take more storage space within the device. So if you're still on a Nano S device, highly encourage you to just upgrade to at least the Nano S Plus, which is a much better device with more storage. But that being said, the Nano S Plus and Nano X and Stacks in the future, they have plenty of space to store an Ethereum app. So you don't really have to worry about it. If ever you need to store more apps and you're running out of capacity here, you can just uninstall, for example, the Avalanche app or the Ethereum app, to free some space, install the Ethereum app, and then reinstall the Avalanche app later. It doesn't compromise your coins in any sense. So this is how you can just keep things all organized and tidy. Yeah.
Next is Shubham is asking, I want to ask if I lost my phrase key, so I think you mean your seed phrase, can I create a new or another phrase key? So yes, Shubham, you can create, but if you lose your 24-word seed phrase, then you will not be able to access the existing accounts that you are linked with your seed phrase, because if each seed phrase controls different sets of accounts. So if your device does not have the same set of 24 words that was initially used to set it up and is linked to those accounts, then you will not be able to you will not be able to access your accounts again. That means you will not be able to move your tokens from your existing accounts without the existing seed phrase. So again, guys, you guys might think that Ledger device is most important. It's not. It's the 24 words that it secures inside is more important, because that is the master private key to all your accounts. So losing your device is not risky at all. You can just get a new device, restore it with your 24 word seed phrase, but losing your 24 words in the first place, in that case you have lost access to all your accounts if you don't have the device, that 24 word seed phrase inside the device. And you can definitely generate a new one, but that will not give you the access to same accounts that you already created with your existing seed phrase. And his second question is, I have a Nano S Plus, how many crypto accounts can I create at once?
As many as you want. you're only limited by the storage capacity in your device that we just talked about. But even then, you can uninstall and reinstall apps as needed. In terms of how many accounts you can add as many as you want. Now, that being said, like LedgeDrive will sort of, if you try to create too many empty accounts, LedgeDrive will say, hey, please use this first account before you can use another one. But there is ways to go around this limitation by using a third-party wallet like MetaMask, for example. But you'll never run out of accounts if that's your concern.
Yeah, you can select as many for any chain. You can create as many accounts as you want because there's no limit on how many accounts that you can create with your ledger. Kelly's okay. Ian Wood is saying live. Okay. Kelly P is saying thank you. That makes sense about Lightning Network. Thank you for always considering our security first. Welcome. Mr. Walt, I staked some BNB and Matic using Starter. I can't unstake it. 2 months. Any advice? I do all the steps and it says unstake, but nothing happens in Ledger Discover.
There is a second step. So first you have to unstake, and then after that you have to withdraw.
BNB and Matic.
Matic. Okay. So I'll just show Matic here, but actually I think I've got an unstaked pending deposit. So first you have to unstake. Okay, boom, boom, boom. You unstake your Matic. You do the transaction, blah, blah, blah. And then once the unstaking has completed, then you have to withdraw here and then create another transaction to get the Matic. You'll get your X Matic converted into Matic plus the reward. So this is how it works. So it's a 2-step process. Maybe we need to add that to the Hub Center.
Okay. So same thing goes for BNB and same thing goes for Matic, Mr. Volt. Yeah. And if you're still facing issues, then yeah, definitely reach out to us and we'll check it out for you. Next is Ismail. This is my case number. I purchased Nano X, which has battery issues. So it's possible you can still fix it by yourself, Ismail. Don't worry. I'm just gonna link the Help Center article that you can use and troubleshoot the issues. If the issue still persists, then don't worry. We can send you a replacement ASAP. So don't worry. That also you can do it. Don't worry.
Okay. I think Mr. Volt said that he did this several times. What we just said.
Okay, he's opened the ticket. Okay, you can just drop the ticket number, Mr. Volt, and then we will escalate this to our team and someone will get back to you. Andreas is saying, how long do I have to wait before my stacks that I paid for a long time ago?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. We don't really know when the stock. So what we know for sure is there is a team that's working very hard to ship the product. As for ETAs, so we don't want to disappoint you guys with like an ETA we can't meet. So that's the reason why we decided that we'll communicate on the device and we'll let you know when the device is actually ready to ship. So it's clear, the communication is clear, and instead of promising an ETA we can't meet. That being said, yeah, we're waiting and we don't know for now when that's going to be shipped.
Yeah, exactly. And then already we have given ETS last time, which we couldn't match, so we couldn't meet, sorry. So that's why we don't want to disappoint you guys again and again. So that's why we want to fix the issues that we have on our end, and then we'll come out with communications regarding this. Ismail is saying, struggling to get a resolution of my case, please support given you. Okay, so yeah, Ismail will definitely check it out, but also try the troubleshooting steps that I've just linked in the article, and then if your issue is fixed, then you don't need to wait for the support. We already fixed it. But if the issue is still not fixed after the troubleshooting, then just we have your case number, and then just drop us a message that I tried all troubleshooting and the issue still persists. So then we can definitely reach out to you and start the replacement for you.
Apologies for the long response time, but we have quite the backlog right now, so that's the reason why it's taking us so much time to get back to everybody. We will get back to everybody, but we have to respect the fair order of receipt when it comes to responding to tickets. So that's why, but we'll get back to you for sure. Yeah.
Next is Miguel asking, hey guys, is it true that Stacks is in final stage of shipping to us? I received an email that it's on its final stage for shipping. So yeah, if you have received that kind of email from our team, because there's a different team handling Stacks, so if you have got this, then then you can see the good news is already on the horizon, and then definitely we can expect the device in a couple of months if that's the case. So yeah, and our team will definitely keep you updated by the emails that you have used when placing the order. So that is official communication, and we'll get all the information from there.
Just to make sure, Miguel, just one thing though is that I'm also waiting for my stocks. I did not get the email that you're talking about, or maybe I missed it, which is also possible because there's so many emails from Ledger. Just be careful with this kind of stuff because it might be from us, but it might be like some malicious email. If the email is trying to, at some point, to make you type your recovery phrase somewhere to do whatever, this is a huge red flag. Do not do it. There will be some sort of phishing attack. So please just be careful. But again, that could be a legit email. I don't know, but I haven't got that one specifically. So just warning you here.
Yep. Yeah. And for any guys watching out there, guys, scamming is pretty easy. It's like people will not ask you for 24 words directly. They will use a fake app or a fake support and then impersonate as Ledger, and then they'll think that okay, you're giving your 24 words to Ledger, but it's not. Ledger will never ask you for 24 words. We never do DMs, and we never provide any kind of phone support. It's already always on open channels and via email, so it's secure and does not hurt our users basically. Scrooge is asking when Caspa. So Scrooge, we already replied to this question, but for you again, Caspa is still in works. No ETA for now, but it's definitely coming to Ledger for sure. So once the app, I think it's in the final stages of this audit, which our team does, and once the app is safe and if there are no bugs, then I will definitely release the app in the first place and announce it via our social channels. So stay tuned, definitely.
And Shubham Kumar said, thank you very much, Dan and Prince. So.
Oh, thank you. Welcome, Shubham. And yeah, if you have any questions, then you can definitely drop it. Ismail is saying, yeah, please escalate my case, and definitely will. Yeah, if there is someone who's named Alice is handling your case, we'll definitely escalate. Ping the agent in charge of the case, and then try to expedite the resolution for you.
Okay. And Scrooge is very happy about.
I think everyone in Caspa is happy about. I think I need to get some Caspa for myself.
For sure. Just to manage expectation, guys. So the app will be available in Ledger Live, as in you'll be able to go in my Ledger and then download the app on the Ledger device. But then Caspa will not be available in Ledger Live yet. You'll have to use a third-party wallet with your Ledger device, but that's just as safe as using Ledger Live. It's just the Ledger Live integration will come later, but you'll be able to store CAS into your Ledger device, which is the thing that everybody wants, I guess.
Yep. Kunal is asking, are there any security compromises made in the design when accommodating multiple cryptos as opposed to focusing solely on one particular crypto like Bitbox?
Security compromises made in
No.
design.
Short answer is no.
Yeah, no. It's just what happens in when you try to have an app like Ledger Live, for example. So Ledger is safe, and the app Ledger Live is also super safe. But what you probably noticed, especially if you're using Solana, is it's a very complex app. There's a lot of moving pieces, and so what we get is we get bugs, non-threatening bugs, right? But they're just bugs in terms of something breaks, or there is data that's missing, or things like that. And that comes with having an ambitious app that's trying to do many things at the same time. So security-wise, it's safe, but it's just
UX-wise sometimes.
Yeah. It's a lot of maintaining Ledger Live is a lot.
Yeah, and then everyone wants to secure the tokens with the Ledger device, so we don't make any kind of compromises because it is our vision to support as many tokens and as many projects as we can. But that's why any project that you see inside Ledger Live has been passed through so many security tests, then it is coming inside Ledger Live, and as long as we don't, and that doesn't mean that the third-party apps that you use with your Ledger device is not safe. It's just that for native integration, the security is pretty high, and even for the app that you see, which you use with the third-party app, is also being audited by different teams. So and then it passes through different quality checks, and then it is released. And that's why sometimes it takes a lot of time, and then you guys keep asking us what's the ETA. But yeah, because of that entire process, it takes a lot of time to integrate any new chain with that Ledger device.
Like the Caspa chain, for example. Yeah. Speaking of
Caspa, Scrooge is saying I should get some, so not a financial advice, but I'll definitely look into it, Scrooge. I think
he wants to send you some.
Yeah, I can. But I don't have any address yet, so I have to first create one. So then we can maybe.
Prince will drop his address.
No. I don't want anything, guys. I just want to help you. That's it. Ismail is saying this is not my real name; it's an alias. Okay, so Alice has all my details. So definitely, Ismail, we'll get back we'll escalate your case to the agent, and then we'll definitely see what is going on. Next is Olumide is asking, do you support SEI?
Say we don't yet, but we do have documentation that basically says that we don't support Say. It's coming, but I know like Say is pretty hot these days, but yeah, it's the same. It's a bit like the Caspa situation where we going back and forth with the Say team to create an app and just review the app, making sure it's safe to use, and then you'll be able to use that with a third-party app at first, and then eventually there'll be an integration into Ledger Live. This is going to take some time, just to be clear. Those integrations, they are complex. There's many back and forth between the native team and Ledger.
Yep, because security is something that Ledger does not does not want to, like, what do you say? It's not something we play with. You're compromised. Something it's very serious for us. Next is Sally is asking, hi guys, I have a question. For example, I used a BSC for transaction to my Ledger. Then BSC faced with troubles and became unusable. Even if I send them to my Ledger, can't send anywhere else, isn't it? Because it is in BSC. So Ledger is not a wallet, just a key to connect to crypto.
Yeah, he's right. Like if BSC, the network goes down, then there is nothing you can do. If all the nodes on the BSC network like suddenly die because there is a bug that affects all the nodes, then yes, you still have the private keys to your assets, meaning that potentially when the network goes back up, you'll be able to, your funds will still be there, you'll still have access to them, but in the meantime, you won't be able to access your accounts. But the beauty of crypto is that all it takes is just one node to operate on the network for the network to actually operate. So that's why blockchain networks, they are actually very difficult to kill. And so that's not something that you should worry about particularly, in my opinion.
Okay. Next is I'm competitive is asking, is it safe to update to 2.2.3? I think it's the firmware. And what do you guys think about Tangem?
2.2.3, that's NanoX, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think. Yeah, it's safe. It's recommended as well. You should do it. I've updated mine. There is no issue. What do we think about Tangem?
Competitor, that's all we think. What else we'll think about? Any crypto hardware wallet is competing in the market with us, it's just a competitor, that's it. But
yeah. Oh, is Tangem like a hardware wallet?
I guess. I'm not sure. Yes, it's a wallet, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's a hardware wallet. Yeah.
So yeah, we wish them the best. I mean,
let's compete. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and it's good to have competition first. It makes us better as well. Keeps us on our toes, and also it's good for the consumers to have option. Brings the price down in general. So yeah, it's all the best. Competition is good in a free market.
Yeah, I'm just checking about if the 2.2.3 is the actual firmware. Maybe you can take the question.
Well, it's like Olumide saying thank you, Sally saying thank you, so thank you guys. And I'm competitive says, so I think about Tangem, like about the seed phrase, think that the seeds don't leave the cold wallet. Yeah, so it's the same with Ledger. It's the same architecture, I'm guessing. So Ledger and I'm guessing Tangem and most hardware wallets, they all have this concept of a secure element, which is it's like a chip, a secure chip that exists inside the ledger or the device that stores the private keys. And this chip is very good at keeping information secret. It's very difficult to extract anything from it. So it's not something that differentiates Tangem. I would say every hardware wallet was the Salt have this element, but maybe they have other features that are interesting. I've never used Tangem, to be honest. But yes, on Tangem, they don't show you the seed phrase.
Yeah, because there's no screen.
There is no screen.
So, but if there is no screen, then you will be just blind signing also. I don't think it's safe if there is no screen. Because you'll be blind signing everything that you see on your phone or your computer, for example. And if a malware has affected your computer or your phone, then basically you don't know if you're signing the right transaction or not. So I think any hardware wallet without a screen, it's not safe and it's not clear signing basically.
That is true, because if there is no screen, you have to rely on your phone to show you the correct information on what you're about to sign. And the phone is much easier to compromise than a Ledger device or like a hardware wallet. So I think that's very strange that they don't show you the seed phrase. What if you need to back it up? Like what if the device like resets? I don't think like it doesn't sound like a very safe architecture.
Private keys, card established secure.
And by the way, it's not because the Ledger device shows the recovery phrase on the screen that the recovery the private keys are leaving the device, right? The private keys are always in the device. The recovery phrase is just a human readable version of those private keys. It will be displayed only once on the device, on the screen, just once, and then it will disappear forever. And that's why you need to back it up very securely. But that step is secure in the sense that the words, I mean, like no one else has access to the private keys.
Yeah, and I think the seed phrase must be displayed on your phone if it's not displayed on the card. So again, it's not safe. I don't feel, as a user, I don't feel safe about.
Maybe so. Scrooge is saying like a lot of companies are going seedless, and I've heard of that trend where they rely on like different mechanisms to secure the keys. So for example, they would have multi-sig embedded, or like you will have to maybe that's how Tangem works, where you have to confirm the transaction on the device, like you press a button, and then on the phone, so you've got like this multi-sig architecture, or like, yeah, so there are some account on Ethereum or on Starknet, I think they have something called social recovery, where you need multiple people to sign the transaction. So maybe that's what they're going for. Maybe that's something that we'll support in Ledger Live at some point, but yeah.
Cool. Most using NFC tech, yes, I think, but yeah, like of course, like Ledger will also have like for example, Stacks has NFC as well, so you any size of credit card as well. So yeah, I guess the new devices will have new features and new options to discover for us as a crypto community.
Yeah.
So let's see what the market holds for us. But like if there is no screen, then guys, of course, it's not completely safe from our end, what Ledger, what we see, because you're just blindly signing the transaction, and it could be possible that you might lose your sales if you sign the wrong transaction.
For sure. But it's good to have options, right?
Yep.
I mean,
there's Bitbox, there's Tangem, there are different, like even Trezor has their own new models as well. So yeah, if that is something that you guys prefer, then definitely. But I don't think any hardware wallet does supports as many tokens and blockchains that Ledger supports. So that way you might face an issue. But of course, if you don't use Ledger Live and if you use third-party apps, then you don't need to worry about that.
Okay, I think
that was the last question.
The last question. So guys, we've got 4 minutes left unless there is one last question that you guys want to ask us. We are just going to leave it here. It was a good session. I think a lot of interesting questions. That being said, we'll be back tomorrow. Actually,
we'll be back tomorrow on Twitter. So, and it's going to be similar kind of format, but there we give mostly tech updates about what's going on in Ledger, what's going on in crypto in general, and what are ongoing bugs. If there are new features that we support, we announce those. And of course, at the end, if there are any questions that users might have, then they drop it in the chat, and then again, me and Dan, we pick them live and answer them. So if you guys have no more questions for us, then I guess we'll say bid you a very nice evening, and then we'll see you tomorrow if any one of you are tuning in for Twitter event as well. So until then, guys, stay safe. Do not share 24-word seed phrase. Do not ever type it on any computer or any phone. The only place where it goes is on your Ledger device. I think there's a last question from
Let's take that as the last question.
If someone at Ledger gets hacked, do Ledger pay back everything lost, or if they can prove the wallet was hacked?
It's quite the last question. I mean, if that were to happen, yes, probably, but it's never happened. And given the internal security in place at Ledger and the fact that security is our business, I don't expect that to ever happen, really. And even then, even if Ledger internally were to be compromised, there is no way we can force your device to do anything malicious, right? You'll still have your device as sort of an independent signer, and you will not, for your device, nothing will happen necessarily. You can completely refuse any updates and firmware update from Ledger and keep using your device as currently is. And if you don't trust Ledger, for example, that's also possible. So even if, let's say, Ledger were to get compromised, then on your side, you could just happily stop using Ledger Live, for example, and use a third-party wallet with your Ledger, or even export your private keys into a different wallet and continue using your accounts. So really, you have plenty of options, right?
Yeah, for us, basic thing you understand is, guys, your private keys is your 24-word seed phrase. That is only generated by the device which you have, which you do it in front of you. and it is only done once. Ledger has no access or no visibility into any of the seed phrase that has been generated by the device.
Yeah.
And so even if Ledger gets hacked, or if someone at Ledger gets hacked, we don't have access to your 24-word seed phrase, so we can't do anything with your funds or crypto. So yeah, there's nothing to be worried about in that case as well.
All right, and Kelly is saying that she likes the live, he or she, and they're hoping for live phone support in the future as well. We'll escalate that.
But guys, if we start live phone support, then then I think you'll be more busier, and then you'll get more, have to wait more to get your response, because everyone will be on the phone, and then we'll be busy super day all day. So
Yeah.
depends. But in future, if we have an option, we'll definitely escalate this feedback to our team, and then maybe we can incorporate different kind of service.
And for now, phone support is not supported. We don't provide phone support. So if anyone calls you saying like, "Hey, I'm from Ledger or Ledger Support," that's a scam attempt. So just be careful.
But we do offer live chat. So basically, it's similar to phone support, but you just have to type your questions, and then a person in real time will be replying to you and trying to help you in fixing. So we do have that kind of service, which has been paused now because we've got a high backlog. But once the backlog goes down, we're able to control it. We'll definitely open the live chat again, and then you can reach a live person in real time and ask your questions.
All right.
Cool,
Thank
guys.
you guys.
See you. Bye bye.